What's the weirdest thing you've seen happen at a friend's house that they thought was normal?
When I was in high school, a friend asked me and two other friends to his house for dinner. His mom served homemade bean soup, which was very good. Toward the end of the main course, she brought out chocolate cake for dessert. She cut each of us a slice and plopped it into our bowls, in which we each still had about an inch of soup. Us guests exchanged puzzled glances, but the family dug right in, so apparently chocolate cake soaked in bean soup was an ordinary thing for them.
What the fuck?
This is the only correct response.
When I was like 10 or 11, a new kid moved into our town and started at our school. I was always super nice to new kids because I moved a bit and changed schools a bit. I knew how hard it was. We made friends and he had me over for a sleepover. He decided to show me a Polaroid picture of his mother having sex with a dog. I was just like, WTF dude, let's play Nintendo. And we have a winner. Nobody wins in this scenario. Someone was in the bathroom. So the kid who lived there went into the back garden, took a shit in the flower bed and shoveled dirt on top of it. The bathroom was free by the time he'd finished.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Frustrate, defecate, celebrate. This happened when I was like 6. I needed to use the bathroom at a friend's house and he led me to his parents' bathroom. The place was filled with crap of all sorts. Boxes, magazines, an inflatable pool, lots of other stuff. You could barely get in there. He pulled out a drawer from the installed cabinet by the entryway and said to pee in there. I thought he was joking until he went ahead and peed in there himself. I couldn't argue with that. So I too peed right in there. Then he shut the drawer and we went and played more Ninja Turtles. I have no idea what became of that drawer, house, family. My friend's mom always gave me a box of food when I came over. One day as I left, she just handed me a box of Hot Pockets. As if it was just a small trinket.
One of my best friend's parents do this. It actually saved my ass a couple really tight months. Honestly, handing me a box of groceries is better than handing me a $20 bill. They also supplied me with 2 bags of apples a week for like 3 weeks. I ate so many apples, lol.
I was maybe 12 and visiting a friend who lived deep in the woods for the first time. They had 2 outdoor dogs, and one got free and ran over and attacked the other. The dog that got bit was quite a bit smaller and was definitely injured. My friend's dad came out with a pistol and shot both dogs. It changed my life forever. I was raised in a house where dogs are family. My friend and his family didn't seem fazed at all.
When I was 9 or 10, I stayed at this friend's house for the first time. So we were sitting at the kitchen table eating noodles and his mum said something, to which he screamed back at her, "Get fucked, Sharon." She didn't even bat an eyelid, didn't even care. I couldn't help thinking what would happen if I tried that at home. It would have been at least an ass whooping.
Were you eating with the Osborns? LOL, no, just a rural New Zealand thing, I guess.
A roughly 4 feet long python roaming free around the room at a gathering with guests. Snake was chill as fuck but still.
Brew. Who you hanging out with, Voldemort?
Best part was, I crashed on the couch drunk with the snake still loose in the room. That was one chill, big snake.
Rich friend's family had rooms not touched in weeks that had vomit on the bed sheets from one of their parties.
Sounds like the maid walked off. My mother-in-law used to clean houses. The wealthiest people were also the most helpless. Once she cleaned up a mouse that had been dead for a week. The family just stepped around it.
I have an opposite one because I had the weird family. In high school I had a sleepover and one friend went to the kitchen in the middle of the night and Saw my dad inebriated, in his underwear and stained shirt, on his knees in front of the fridge drinking mustard out of the bottle. Monday rolls around and the rumors have spread and I was like, wait. All your dads don't do that too? Lol. By the way, he did in fact have his own separate mustard bottle. This just reeks of questions I'm afraid to ask. Safe to say dad and a drinking problem.
I had a friend in high school whose mother was from Jamaica. His family would cleanse together every year. I guess it was customary from his mom's culture. So literally they'd take medicine to make themselves shit their brains out for a day or two every year. Notable mention, they only had one bathroom.
My Caribbean mother's just been shitting herself hollow. Jamaica. No, she took the laxatives herself. When I was a kid, the neighbor's TV was always at 75% volume or higher. They'd literally sit in the living room and scream at each other over the TV on blast. What?
Hashtag WHANIWASAKIDTHANAIGHBORS. Sick. TV was always at 75% volume or higher. They'd literally sit in the living room and scream at each other over the TV on blast. In 6th grade, one would go over to my friend's house. Her mom was very sexual. She would hardcore make out with her boyfriend on the couch in front of us kids. She once showed me a picture of a basketball team and said she dated every one of the men in that photo. The worst part is how she would rub her fingers against their little Yorkie's penis and say, "Do you like your willy dilly rubbed?" Quote. Ugh, god damn you op for unlocking this memory.
Wow, that's two moms with sexual dog relations in this thread.
I made it nearly 29 years without ever having to read those words. His mom walking around topless barking a chore list while we just sat around the coffee table, working on homework. She was a single mom working multiple jobs. They were latchkey kids. They didn't even bat an eyelash, but the minute she saw a new face sitting on the rug boring a hole into the distant wall, she shifted on a dime, ducked into the mudroom, threw on her bra and work shirt, and brought out a carton of Oreos from a secret stash and was pretty much shocked into silence. I think she was terrified I'd misappropriate it to my parents. But all we cared about was cookies. Sounds like that one scene from Malcolm in the Middle.
When topless Lois answers the door for Malcolm's teacher.